Who are the pretenders and who are the contenders? We're more than halfway through the NFL season, but DraftKings Sportsbook is still pumping out unbeatable offers every single game. New customers can bet just $5 on anything and get $200 instantly in bonus bets. DraftKings isn't stopping there. All customers can take advantage of a sweetener offer every game day this October. Get in on all the football action with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Download the app now and use code Shannon. New customers can bet just $5 on anything and get $200 instantly in bonus bets. Only DraftKings Sportsbook with code Shannon. The crown is yours. Hello, guys. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to another episode of Nightcap. Please click that subscribe button. You're doing a great job thus far. Tell your family and friends to click that subscribe button. Thanks for joining us for another episode of Nightcap. I'm your favorite Unc, Shannon Sharpe. He's your favorite number 85, the number one receiver in Bengals history until Jamar Chase is retired, and then he'll be probably third behind Isaac Curtis. Downtown, Eddie Brown. Did I leave out anybody?
Nah, you left out TJ Houshmandzadeh, you know, T. Higgins.
Downtown Eddie Brown was
AJ,
yeah. So you wasn't even you were probably like 3 years old with Isaac Curtis.
I was watching Isaac Curtis. They changed the rule because Isaac Curtis.
Right, no, I changed the rule because
they changed the rules because Isaac Curtis. I was watching. He was the real deal. Now he the real 85.
Yeah, you know what? You stole that, man. I don't even remember you wearing 85. I just remember Isaac Curtis.
Yeah, I mean,
it's the thing for Ken Anderson.
Well, if you don't remember me wearing 85, you might want to get your eye checked.
Nah, Isaac Curtis with that dude. Isaac Curtis with that boy.
Oh, he was the real deal. Now, listen, I told you they changed the rules defensively because of him.
Please remember to click that subscribe button. Thank you so much for helping us. We've grown so very fast. Over 200,000 subscribers in a little over 3 weeks.
I can't believe that.
We got a lot to talk about tonight. Got some great news to share. But let's first start with the game tonight. The Lions defeat the Raiders 26-14, a game that probably should have been a lot worse than what it was. Give the Raiders defense credit because they kept them out of the end zone early. It was 9-0, and it could have easily been 21-0. But Max Crosby and that defense did a great job early on of playing really tough football. But the Lions got it rolling, got a lead, and then Marcus Peters does what he does. Clued, looking into the backfield, baited Jared Goff to throw one to the flat from the other hash, picks him, takes it back to the house, makes this game a lot closer.
Yep.
But the story of the night, Ocho, was after their second consecutive turnover on downs, Davante Adams was caught on the TV broadcast, cursing to himself, looking frustrated as he returned to the bench. Stat line, 11 yards, 1 catch, 7 targets.
Well, I'd be goddamn pissed too. I'm pissed for him. I'm not even playing. I'm mad. We talk about the best receiver in the game. I know, listen to me, stay with me now. I know Cheetah is having a hell of a season. I know A.J. Brown is having a hell of a season. I'm talking about his entire body of work to this point to date. And what's going on in Oakland is unacceptable based on the standards in which he holds himself to. You can't do that. You can't. Listen. The Raiders had 0 completion to a receiver in an entire first half of an NFL game. Not Pee-wee, not flag football, not high school football, but an NFL game. How are you trying to win and compete in the game against a team that just lost last week, and you have an opportunity to win, your defense is playing well, and you have 0 completions or Jimmy Garoppolo, you backed up into the red zone. What is the first thing teams are going to do when you backed up into the red zone? They're going to pressure. So what do? You have a check call, Davante, just go deep. Fake it and go deep. I'm going to hold on to the ball. I'm going to give an opportunity. What does the DB do, Unc? The DB Sutton sits on the route because he's expecting the ball to come out quick. What did Jimmy G do? He throws the ball out of bounds. That's an easy 6 points right there. Let's fast forward. Again. I think second was a third down. Davante, Jimmy G on the same page. Listen, we're going to pump the dig route because Sutton is cheating. Sutton jumped the dig route early in the game. So what do? We come back to the dig route, single side receiver, show him the same look, same alignment, same split. He pumped the dig route. What did Jimmy G do on the dig route on the overthrow with Davante Adams wide open, Unc? Overthrow again. That's 2 touchdowns. Let's go back to the first half. Let's rewind it. Davante Adams in the slot. Boom. Linebacker. Complete mismatch. Okay, the ball got knocked down. There's nothing you can do about that. The amount of targets, and even with Hunter Renfrow, you got to stay on your feet, baby.
Yeah,
Hunter,
sure.
you got to stay on your feet, baby. You got to stay on your feet. Twice he fell on easy passes. I call Hunter Renfrow the blender. I call him the blender because when it's time to run routes, that's exactly what he's gonna do to any defender that's in front of him. He gonna blend him up. I'm not getting the same Hunter Renfrow that I'm used to seeing.
Yeah,
Everything is magnified. Everything is magnified now because they're not winning. It's like I almost want to cry for Davante. I almost want to cry because it's a bad situation.
Do you realize how much Kyle Shanahan actually propped up Jimmy G now? He got Jimmy G. Jimmy G went to the Super Bowl, and Kyle. Think about it. Ocho, I want you to think about this with me. Jimmy G and the 49ers got to the Super Bowl and had a 10-0 lead on Kyle Shanahan. And had a 10-0 lead on the Kansas City Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
Now you see him outside of that system, and he looks awful.
Right,
Davante. I here's the thing. If I could say anything, if Davante had reached out to me and I could tell him anything, I say, Davante, you do realize Derek Carr is on thin ice. He's not beloved. He's not a John Gruden favorite. So the likelihood of you going there and playing with him for the entirety of your contract is less than 1%. And if he goes, another coach is going to come in and is going to want his guy.
Right.
That was the only thing, and I get it. He wanted. I think a part of him wanted to go play for his hometown team, even though they had relocated to Vegas. A part of him wanted to go play with his college teammate, his best friends, and they are really friends. It's not like they were just teammates. No. They're really friends. They remain friends. They remain in contact with each other. But if you look at it in its totality, Ocho,
yes, sir,
there was not a good chance that marriage between Derek Carr and Davante Adams was going to last.
But I don't think he knew that. I don't think Derek Carr knew that, because if Derek Carr knew that, you have to understand, Davante Adams said, the main reason that I'm going to the Las Vegas Raiders was to play with my college quarterback. That was the sole reason. That was his main reason. And outside of that, I'm sure there were plenty of other opportunities of places to go, but obviously you get to go play with your quarterback from college. And what do you think? I think they would have been cooking. They would have been cooking.
Ocho, John Gruden never embraced Derek Carr. He never was in love with him. You don't have to be a genius to see that.
Right.
When we played, we knew the quarterback that, you know what, probably after this season, they're moving in a different direction.
Right.
And because they could get out from under Derek Carr's contract unscathed, that made it even more. Because are you giving what you know? Are you really giving Derek Carr another $45-50 million, Ocho? You're not.
Actually, when they benched him, remember they benched him.
Yes.
So
he was already there then. That was a little.
So we already knew.
Yeah, we had already gotten the boat with no life preserver by that time. But that's the only thing. But if I'm Davante, I don't. They're messing up a very stellar career. He was off the charts. I mean, his ability to run routes, his ability to separate, his ability to drop his hip, catch the ball, tough contested catches. And like you said, everything seemed to be perfect. I'm going to play for my favorite team as a child growing up. I'm going to play at my college. I mean, can it get any better? I mean, could it get any better? It would have been like Tom Brady playing for the 49ers because he grew up rooting for the 49ers. Or Cam Newton grew up in Georgia and he gets an opportunity to go play for the Falcons. Now, he's close in Carolina, but sometimes a hometown team, I get an opportunity to be the quarterback, or I'll be a player for my hometown team. But man, I see the frustration knowing that I'm going into the game and I'm watching Tyreek and I'm watching CD and I'm watching AJ Brown and I'm watching D Hop and I'm watching everybody freaking
going off. And listen, and the funny thing, everybody, all the true number ones, every last one getting slap ass off. Oh, my bad for cursing. My bad. Yeah. Everybody going off.
Yes.
And it bothers me. It bothers me because he's not able to show that he can compete with the best of them and continue to be consistent. I know he can do it. It's showing on film. The eye in the sky don't lie.
And that's the thing, Ocho. When you play, if you played the late game, a lot of times you played the earlier game because that's what we had when we was in the Ravens. We played the 1 o'clock game. But if you was fortunate enough to play a night game or a 4:25, a 4 o'clock game,
right?
You knew what the early receivers had done. I knew exactly because I was in Denver, and so we always had the late game. I knew what Ben Coates had done. I knew what all the top tight ends, all them guys. I knew what they had done.
Right.
I already knew, and so now I'm licking my chops. But I was very fortunate that I had number 7 because I wasn't worried about anything as long as I had number 7 because I know all I had to do was win.
Right.
And I also knew that Coob and Mike was going to call plays. One of my first coordinators when I became what I became was Jim Fossil, and he had already told me he's going to build his offense around me. So we built up a relationship. I was like, hey, okay, now let's get to work.
Yeah,
but it's I feel bad. I feel bad for guys when you put that kind of time in, you put that kind of effort in during the course of the week, and it doesn't materialize. That's what gets you frustrated, brother. You know how much film I watch? Do you know how hard I practice?
Wait, it materialized now because I just watched it. I just watched you win when you were backed up on the 2-yard line. You know the blitz is coming.
Yeah, you got to keep him in bounds.
You got just throw the ball in bounds. As a matter of fact, and Hutchinson didn't get to him until late, so he tucked and threw the ball without just hold your ground. That's 6 points right there. Safety is all the way on the opposite side of the hash.
100%. 100% of the balls thrown out of bounds are incomplete. There's never been a ball thrown out of bounds that was complete.
Listen, that hurt me tonight.
But what did the coach say? The coach would always say, especially for your number ones, give him a chance.
Yeah.
Hell, son, give him a chance. Damn.
Yeah.
Throwing it out of bounds is not giving him a chance.
Right.
Big trade happened today, right before the trade deadline. The trade deadline happens tomorrow on Halloween. The Giants trade Seattle a 2nd rounder and a 5th rounder to get Leonard Williams. What this tells me is that they see the trouble that the 49ers are having.
Oh, yeah.
So Pete Carroll is saying, you know what? We're going to shut that run off.
Yeah.
We like Wolin. We like Spoon. We like Diggs. We like Adams against their skill set.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
So we're going to stop McCaffrey with that front 7 because they got some dogs up there, that front 7. And so let's go play football now. I like this move. I like the moves to Seattle say we're going for it. It seems to me the Giants are like, you know what? Hey, let's try to restock.
Yeah.
We're not going anywhere. Hell, if I'm the Giants, I'm looking to move Saquon. I know Saquon said he doesn't want to go anywhere. But what you staying for? Just so you can stay in New York?
Listen,
I think
Saquon is being politically correct. He's saying all the right things because he's not that kind of player to come out and say, you know what, I don't want to be here anymore.
Right.
But back to the Seahawks. Listen, the Seahawks right now ranked number 11th in defense. They allow only 19 points per game, 19.7 points a game.
Yeah.
The boast of that defense and adding the D lineman like that, right now, I think the NFC West is in the 49ers' hands to lose. With the Seahawks making the improvement that they have defensively, the offense is cooking. The offense is ranked 11th right now in the NFL. So I think right now with Geno Smith, the way they playing, the way that defense is playing, obviously you talked about Witherspoon, Tariq Woolen, and the rest of them boys, they playing some good goddamn football. And it's not about how you start, it's how you finish. And right now, the 49ers are going backwards.
Yeah.
They're going backwards, even though on the bye week, and the Seahawks are on the incline.
I think the thing is Gino's going to have to play better because he's turning the ball over a little bit more, Ocho, over the last. If I'm not mistaken, I think he has 5 interceptions in the last 3 weeks. You can't win like that.
Right.
And if I'm Pete Carroll, knowing Pete Carroll the little bit that I know him, he says, you know what? I want the ball in Brock Purdy's hand. I know what Christian McCaffrey, because if you let them play action you and let them control the clock, now they can dictate.
Right.
I don't want them dictating. I want to dictate to them. I want you to throw it when I want you to throw it. I want you to run it when I want you to run it. And you're not going to run when you want to and throw when you want to because I'm in charge.
Right.
It's like the movie Captain Phillips when he said, Irish, look at me. I'm the captain now. Pete Carroll says, now, I'm in charge here.
Right.
So I like this. I like the move for both sides. I like the move for the Giants. The Giants aren't going anywhere. Let's get some assets. Seattle says this is an opportunity for us. Let's see what we can get done.
Yeah. I mean, let me see. What do you do at the quarterback position with the Giants? I know I'm a little off track here. We're supposed to be talking about the NFC
well,
West.
Look here. You got
what do the Giants do at the quarterback position?
You're hoping Daniel Jones can come back sometime soon because I don't really know. I haven't heard anything. They haven't given any medical updates on the quarterback. On what's the quarterback that just got hurt? He hurt his ribs. Tyrod Taylor. They haven't given us an update on that. You're not going to win first of all, they had minus 9 yards with Tommy DeVito. You're not going to win with him. And so you need Jones to come back, but you got him for at least another year. Do you really put him back out there in harm's way? Do you really put him behind that offensive line?
Yeah, and that's the funny thing. I'm glad you said that. And now I'm thinking about his mental. I'm thinking about his psyche. I'm thinking about his confidence as a quarterback. And putting him in a situation like that, does he lose his confidence as a quarterback despite getting paid, but everything around you is going bad? And you are also in that New York media, and that New York media is brutal. You know how they can do you. And will that stuff start to trickle in and affect him? And once you lose your confidence at the quarterback position, that can linger with you for a very long time, especially with the state that team is in. It will be a very long time before you get the pieces around you that can help you get that confidence back, since you have nothing to build off of and really feed off of offensively.
Right.
So that could be really detrimental to him, as a player, because confidence is the first thing. That's the number one thing in anything that you do to be able to go out there and succeed.
You got to believe.
Yeah.
You got to believe you can get it done.
Yeah.
And as a quarterback, I got to be able to drop back and believe I'm protected. Hell, if I go back there, them jokers ain't gonna block for me. Damn. Oh, man. If I'm thinking, Ocho, seriously, but if I'm thinking about that, it's just like if you're a receiver, I can't think, man, they're gonna blast the S out of me if they go across that middle. Right. Man, I see Ray, I see B Dawk in there. Ooh, I don't want to go. Rodney Harris, I don't want to go in there. No. Yeah. They go. I might as well catch it. They're gonna tattoo me anyway.
Yeah.
And then if I don't catch it, you scared, Sharpe. No, you're not gonna say that. You might say, I knock your you know what out, but you're not gonna say I was scared to catch it because you could. No. Now, when I first got into the league, Ocho, everybody had most of the guys had T-Rex arms. They had a little arm. They weren't going across the middle. They were trying to catch like this here. Now they stretch out. They catch the ball with one hand over the one middle. Hand. Yes, I say when y'all started doing that. When the rules changed and you couldn't hit the defensive receiver, that's when they did it. But it's a different ball game. Confidence is everything when you play a sport, or like you said, when you do anything in life, you have the belief that I can get it done.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw this today, but Magic Johnson has become the 4th athlete to join the Billionaire Club. Michael Jordan, LeBron James, and Tiger Woods became members of the 10-figure club. 10. Think about this here. Magic Johnson only earned $40 million in his NBA career.
Whoa, only.
Only.
That's a lot. You talk about only.
LeBron James has earned $480 million in his NBA career, 10 times.
Yeah.
But so that just goes to show you. But business. Like Magic said, look, what I did on the basketball court might have gave me an opportunity to go sit at the table. Right. But I had to prove to people that I could sell coffee at Starbucks. I had to prove to people that I could get people into my movie theaters.
Right.
I had to prove to people that I was a savvy businessman. Because at the end of the day, them people gonna want their money. They want a return on their investment.
Imagine.
I'm in business for Magic Johnson. Are you turning a profit? No, but he my business partner. That ain't got nothing to do with me. People won't return on their investment, Ocho.
Investment. And, I think that's one of the most difficult things, to be able to transition from a sport, being one of the best at that sport, and being able to transition into the business world, being able to transition into the corporate world, and still maintain that level of success and consistency at what you do. It's very hard. A lot of people try to do it, but not many can. I'm talking about Michael. Magic Johnson has a certain aura, a certain savvy, a certain presence
charisma,
about him.
That charm.
Yeah, just it's unbelievable, and it carried on from off the court, on the court, into the boardrooms and the meetings with the higher ups, and in the relationships that he's built over the years. It's more than just becoming a billionaire.
Yeah.
The key thing to it is the relationships you built over time.
Mm-hmm.
That get you in the rooms and get you in the doors that wouldn't be possible without the game of basketball, and having that knowledge, that business knowledge, to be able to transition into something that he's done. He's doing a little bit of everything.
He did.
He got his hand in everything.
Yep. Fast food franchises, real estate, healthcare, life insurance, as well as various. He was a part ownership of the Lakers. Now he's with the Dodgers. Now he's with the Commanders, the Washington football team. So Magic has definitely diversified his portfolio, but he could have became a billionaire in the 80s had he taken that stock options from Nike instead of the money from Converse, because Nike offered him stock options, and the stock options would have been worth $5 billion in today's dollars. He took 100,000 because Ocho, back then we didn't know nothing about no stock options, we didn't know nothing about no investments. We talk about cash. When you grow up dirt poor and somebody says, I'm going to give you $100,000 or I'm going to give you $250,000, you look at them like, okay, sure.
Yeah, right away.
And somebody says, these piece of paper that I've offered you, they're not worth anything now, but maybe in 10 or 15 or 30 years from now, they might be worth a lot.
And I think that's a problem with us. And I hate to say it like this. I don't want to just say my people, but us in general, society, just people in general, are not having a better understanding or having the patience and understanding when it comes to success. Everybody want overnight, quick. So anytime you have the ability to attain a large amount of money and very fast, you think it's great, not understanding the long-term effect or what you have to do to have long-term goals to sustain it. Patience. All you need is a little patience, and that's when it comes to business. And you hear people say, like my grandma used to say, patience is a virtue. When it comes to making money long term, I ain't talking about having it right now. I'm talking about having it 10, 15, 20 years from now. Just a little patience. That's all you need. Everybody wanting that instant gratification.
Ocho, it's easy for you and I to say that because we have money. But I guarantee you, if somebody would have came with the same proposition when you first got in the league, you taking the money up front. That's just the way it went, because you have to understand, we didn't have fathers that were bankers and that were lawyers and that was financial guys to teach us, to help us understand what stocks were. I ain't know no damn stocks were.
Nah.
Hell, I'm 2, 3, 4, 5 years in the league. I ain't know no damn stocks were.
Right. I didn't know. Yeah, you're right. I didn't know what stocks were, but what my grandma did instill in me early. We talk about junior high school, the value of $1.
Yes,
the value of $1, and I think that's where my cheapish, I call it cheapish, my frugal ways come from, and my ability to teach even now to this day to some of the players that are playing now financial literacy. Let me I know I play around, I joke a lot, but when it comes to financing and being able to budget and save, and I am the best at it.
So think about it. You say your grandmother taught you the value of $1.
Yeah.
They come to Ochocinco his rookie year, and Ochocinco was probably making $150,000, $300,000. And Nike comes to you and say, Ocho, we want you to wear these shoes. We're gonna give you $250,000, or we'll give you stock options. You're probably gonna take the $250,000 because you see that's cash, right? That's a check right now, because we don't know. It's the unknown that's scary.
I have a question, though. Think about this. I have a consultant. Obviously, you have an agent. So as an agent, my agent at that time was Jerome Stanley. And Jerome put me in a phenomenal position, and I can share this. He put me in a phenomenal position when I got my first contract. Is he put money aside for me, right? He put money aside for me, and listen, we family. I could tell you this. So he put money aside in a trust, and over the years, it continued to you already know how it works, and now you get a lump sum every month, and I'm sitting back like, so if that, hypothetically speaking, that stock option that came up with Nike and I was playing, who do you think the first person I was gonna call? I say, hey Jerome, man, listen, man, Nike just offered me shoe deal and $250,000 upfront or some stock. What should I do? What you think? What you think I should take?
Yeah, but see, here's the thing.
Honestly,
But see, what Magic was working against, Nike wasn't what it is right now.
Right.
Converse was Nike. It was
Back
kind of like
then.
when you got into the league. Under Armour was just starting up when you got into the league. So now it'd have been like Under Armour or Anta or like Li Ning, what D Wade or I think Clay Thompson rep those. So they come to you and you got cash right now, or these brands that you don't really know about. You're like, well, damn, that ain't Nike.
You never know how they're gonna turn out.
Exactly.
Same thing with Dr. Dre and Beats by Dre. Or vitamin water with Kobe and 50 Cent.
50,
man, them boys cashed out, man.
And see, that's the thing is,
long
you just
term.
need one. You just need one to hit.
That's it. Just one time.
Yeah.
One time.
Well, there's somebody that won't be joining the Billionaire Club. I had some good news today. The United States District Court of Southern District of Mississippi dismissed Brett Favre's lawsuit, defamation lawsuit against me today. The court found that my speech was First Amendment protected.
Yes, sir.
He sued myself and a few other people, Pat McAfee, and but Pat McAfee apologized, issued an apology. Me, I wasn't going to issue an apology because if I'd have issued an apology, I'd have felt I had done something wrong.
Right.
So now he could have said, well, see, he apologized. He wouldn't have apologized if he didn't feel he had done anything wrong. So I was going to take it to the highest court in the land. The thing that I had on my side is Shannon got some pretty deep pockets also. So I ain't have no problems. Had a very, very good law firm out of DC and Mississippi that presented my case. And so it is what it is. I'm glad it's behind me. I get an opportunity to focus on other things.
Right.
Hopefully,
congratulations.
The people in Mississippi will have. Hopefully, the people in Mississippi have their day in court, and everything gets worked out about what transpired down there.
That's a good thing.
It's a good thing. It's a great thing. It's a great thing because you, like I said, you don't know. You know, you think what you said was First Amendment protected, but you never know. Yeah, that's the one thing about court. And if it has to go to court, you go to a trial. You got 12 men and women that they say a jury appears. What? Ain't no NFL, NBA, or MLB player. Those are my peers. Guys, guys that are in a certain economic bracket. So, but you're getting 12 civilians from different walks of life, and you don't know what they hear. You don't know what they're thinking. And so I'm glad it worked itself out. I'm glad this is behind me, and I can move on with my life and whatever transpired. But like I said, I just hope the people in Mississippi have their day in court. I know you heard this one, or you read this one. Joe Smith finds out that his girlfriend has an OnlyFans page.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Partner, 5 years, Keisha Chavis, shared a footage and reaction discovering her OnlyFans page. Let's take a listen to them discussing it.
I can't believe I'm sitting here just finding out you got an OnlyFans page. Out of all these years,
I have an OnlyFans page, and he's mad because he's just now finding out about it.
Of course I'm mad I'm just finding out about it.
I'm not doing it with anybody but myself, so why should I have to tell you my choice, my body, my fucking choice?
I'm your partner, you're supposed to come to me and talk to me.
Joe, I've been talking to you about mad things. I've been asking for solutions to shit. You're not giving me none, so I created one.
That's no solution. Not in my book.
Damn. Smith said he doesn't care. He said, I don't care how much money she's making on OnlyFans. He's upset because she's doing it behind his back, and he sees it as a smack in his face. Keisha is a former adult actress who went by the name Yasmin Pendavis.
Oh, that's Yasmin?
Man, stop, Ocho.
Hey, that's Yasmin? She looked different. I ain't even that's crazy. But listen, I support it because listen, the key words to what she said. See, fellas, I know you listen. If you listen at home, you gotta pay attention to the signs. Women, they won't tell you everything, but they give you context clues. And the context clue that she just gave is, I've been talking to you and asking for solutions, and you didn't help fix the problem. So what did she go do? Obviously, the solution or the problem was money issues. Mm-hmm. So what did she have to go do? She went and started OnlyFans to make up for the solution or the problem that he couldn't fix. It's pretty simple. It ain't rocket science. That's what it is. And I can't even say nothing because when we talk about extra streams of income, I even had OnlyFans. I had OnlyFans when it first came out. When it was hot, I had to get when it was hot. You feel me? Because I'm trying to also be into that 10-figure bracket at some point. But go ahead.
I don't know who paying to see you naked, but okay.
But
anyway,
that's the kicker. Stay with me real quick. Listen, I'm not even trying to be funny. I wouldn't lie to you, but my OnlyFans was, this is the thing. In order to get on, you got to pay $25. And then once they sign in, you got to pay before you see anything. And the funny thing about it, I wasn't even naked. I was playing video games. So by the time you realize,
man, that was on you on Twitch, man. You play, you like Kai.
No,
you like Kai Ninja and Booga.
You're not understanding. No, you're not understanding what I did. This is the way I knew I could find a little loophole because I'm pretending like I'm on OnlyFans and it's like, me doing crazy
Twitch
stuff. But yeah, no, I got Twitch already. I'm talking about OnlyFans. I'm telling you how I made about $285,000 in one day.
My thing, here's the thing, Ocho. Joe, when you met her,
right?
What was she?
Oh, don't do that.
You must accept. Do not accept the person as they are. Accept them as you find them, not as you wish them to be.
Ooh,
that's rule number one.
Come on, preacher.
A man or a woman as you find them, not as you wish them to be. You'll never have a problem. Never. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, if I date somebody, I don't got no problem. Right. But I understand that's what she did. Now we're going to have a conversation. Okay. How much longer do you want to do this? And what do you hope to accomplish by doing this? I understand. You're making money. You're on your own. But now we're in a different place. Like you said, she said, Joe, I've been asking you for solutions for this and you gave me none. So I found one on my own. Right. You cannot expect to get a house cat and think it's a zebra. It was a cat when you brought it in the house.
Right. Come on now.
So I don't have a problem with what she's doing. Joe seems to have a problem because now everybody, y'all put it out there on social media, so we're going to talk about it. So now people are about to be in this business.
And that, that's a good thing. That's brilliant marketing. That was brilliant marketing on her behalf. Even if Joe is upset, because what's going to happen now? What is everybody going to do? Everybody going to want to go to her OnlyFans and see what's going on. Boom, you get your money. But again, and the funny thing about it, anybody that do OnlyFans, I support you. I'm not saying I'm paying to watch you, but I support you.
I ain't gonna be looking.
Huh?
I ain't looking. Okay.
I support whatever you have to do, especially in this goddamn economy that we in right now.
Yeah.
Shit, hey, man, whatever you got to do, as long as you ain't hurt nobody, do whatever you need to do to make your money. If you're stripping, if you got OnlyFans, I don't care what it is. Get your money, man. You got to, especially, but it is a godforsaken economy right now.
I heard what some of them figures that them women be making.
Man, hey, hold on. Everybody in the goddamn 1%. Some of them be lying now.
I'm just saying. Well,
everybody can't be in the top 1% of the earners now.
What you think a good salary for an OnlyFans female is? $15,000 a month, $30,000 a month? Yeah, a month. Because I think OnlyFans take like 20%, right? 20-25%. I'm speculating.
I'm not sure.
But you're not getting all the money. It's just like you have an agency.
Yeah, you're not. But with mine, I had a deal with OnlyFans when I did mine for 6 months. They took 15% out of mine.
Okay.
Yeah, but and then the funny thing, it's not I don't think it's something constant that you can continue to generate revenue over a long, extended period of time. You think you can do that?
Well, it all depends. How
You
young
think
do
that's
you
possible?
start? I mean, if you 22, 23, yeah, you can keep
Right.
that body for 3-4 years and you can maximize it. But you know,
Right, right,
since you was on the old type of old Black Hammer to come out, I might get me OnlyFans. I mean, you had one. Let your boy get on.
I know, but see, listen, I finagled the system though. They thinking I'm doing something crazy, but by the time you gotta pay to see what the content is that I posted. But by
Once
the
you
time
get through
you
the
pay,
layers, you don't drop $50.
yeah, and listen, and I'm playing video game, I'm playing FIFA, and they think it's some exotic shit, and that's not what it was. I just played the system to give me a quick. Little bag real quick. That's all.
Oh, hey, Black China had 16,000. She had 16.2 million followers who paid had paid $20 a month.
Right.
They say she said she was doing 20 million a month. I don't know about that, Ocho.
Come on now.
And she up there trying to hit up Tiger. She talking about Tiger ain't paying nothing and she done lost all them cars.
Come on, listen. You know how much 20
yeah,
million
I know.
a month?
I know how much 20 million is. You know, I know.
The goddamn cartel make 20 million a day.
Hey,
who making 20 million? Come on now.
No, I said 20 million a month.
Ain't no.
She doing Kardashian money.
Listen, you know, ain't nobody making no 20 million a month. People say things, and the public is gullible based on the numbers that they're hearing. I think you make good money. You make good money. You ain't making no life changing goddamn money like that.
OnlyFans verified it. OnlyFans verified it.
Man, you know what? Come on now.
Bella Thorne does.
Stay with me.
But look here, Ocho. You know, when I was a kid, Ocho. When I was a kid, the magazines, Penthouse,
Playboy.
Yeah, they was flying off the shelf.
Oh yeah, they was.
You know, I don't know the sites, but they got these sites that you can go and subscribe and $9.95 a month.
Oh yeah,
man. Look here, people pay to see that kind of stuff.
They do. But you have to understand. You know, let's be logical. You know, and use and.
I think 100. I say between 100 and 250,000 a month is very doable.
Thank you. It is. You know how much $20 million? You know how many 20 million?
Yeah,
I don't know about that is.
20 million a month. That's
come on.
That's 240 million a year.
Yeah, come on. My point exactly.
And I know some of them had this thing. So when one of them pop up there and one of these OnlyFans pop up there say they're in the Billionaire Club, I'm gonna say, see that, Ocho? They wasn't lying.
It ain't happening, and I support it. I support the naked hustle.
So how would you handle that situation,
anything
Ocho?
You do.
Ocho, how would you handle that situation?
Huh?
You're dating this girl. You don't know she has an OnlyFans. Maybe she does.
Right.
You know it. I'm just gonna say, let's just say for the sake of argument, you're Joe Smith, and you don't know. You're not Joe Smith. You don't know, but you find out. Right. And I think that's what he's saying. If I'm reading him correctly, he's upset of how he had to find out that she didn't tell him. Well, so how does Ocho handle that situation?
Well, see, she didn't tell him because when she went to him, he missed the context clues in which she let him know, well, listen, I'm having issues in this particular area where money is needed. So obviously, if this individual that I'm dating, I know who she is before we get together.
Yes.
I know what I'm dealing with, so there are no issues. So if you do have OnlyFans, well, you know what? If I find out you got an OnlyFans, you ain't tell me about it. Well, I knew you was doing this before I even met you. Well, based on your history, based on your past, well, you know, there's a good chance that you might do so and so. So what I've learned to do throughout my life is I learned to manage my expectations, and I think that's a problem that we have. We put people on a pedestal. We view them how we view the person aside from us, or the person on our hip.
Yeah.
And when they don't live up to the expectations that we see them in, that's where we have a problem. I don't do that. But I manage my expectations. I see what you are before we get together. Whatever you do or whoever you are before that, I keep you in that same realm.
Okay.
And that's how I see you. I don't even know if that made sense, but it made sense to me.
I'm gonna tell you this is what I'm gonna do. She come to me and I was like, damn, babe, why you didn't tell me you had OnlyFans? She's like, I'm sorry, Shannon, because I know you're gonna be upset. And but here's my last month check. I look down at that thing say 200,000. I don't know who you had filming, but I'm in charge now. Hey, that's my job. That's my job now, Ocho. Hey, that cameraman got to go. That's extra income we can bring in this house.
Listen,
man,
and let me tell you something. Now we talk about making some real money. You talk about making some real money. You got to understand to the extent that you can go to get that real money. We ain't talk about no pictures now. We ain't talk about just no pictures. So your boy need to get in that door. How much more can we make? Cause your boy, what you need, Ocho? What you need, Ocho? Huh? Hey, you better stop. How much more can we make? Man, come on, man. If you hurt your hip now.
Hey, hold on. So if we make it 200, if your boy join and we go to 500, your boy in there.
Listen.
I'm walking in about your boss job tomorrow.
Yeah. Listen,
man,
the ones that
I had a wonderful time. I really appreciate you, mister. I really appreciate you, mister. But you know what? Due to some unfortunate events, I quit. But I think the thing is, Ocho, like you said, if you understand the lifestyle that she was living when you met her, and you was okay with that. Yeah, you didn't have no problem
at all.
I've never, and you know what, Ocho, I've never even dated a female because if you wearing this kind of stuff and I find it attractive and I come talk to you and I said, okay, let's see where this go. Right. How am I all of a sudden I'm gonna get with you? Nah, don't dress like that or don't put that. Come on, man. Yeah. You didn't have no problem with it when you wanted to holler at her.
Nah. And a lot of dudes do that. A lot of dudes do that. You see a woman a certain way and you want to be with her or you cuff her as they say in today's era. Yeah. But then once you with her, you don't want her getting the same attention from other dudes due to your insecurities. Yeah. And probably most of the time you're very protective, very overprotective of your girl because you know she easy. Yeah. Yeah, because you know she easy and she'll probably go. I mean that's just
easy come, easy go,
man. Yeah.
I can't spend my life, but and this is what I told the women, some of the women that when I was playing, when we dated, I said, I can bring work home, right? But I can never take you to work. I said, I can't spend one moment wondering while I'm at work what you're doing, where you at. I said, because if I got to do that, I got to let you go. I said, because when I'm at work, I'm 100% at work. Mm-hmm. And so you cannot be a distraction. Damn, right. I wonder what old girl doing. I wonder if she got somebody up in the crib. I wonder if she's out at such and such. I can't worry about that, Ocho. Yeah. And if I got to worry about that, well, she's not for me. And that's okay. Somebody else can man, I ain't even worried about that. As long as she's there when I get there, that's fine. I don't knock anybody's relationship. Right. I don't care if I've had teammates been with, women that had, been with several guys or whomever, 10, 15, 20 guys. Right. That's who you love. That's who you love. Yeah. That ain't my responsibility. Right. So for me, I just that's just how I am. And so I don't really get caught up in oh, she did this or oh, she did that. Bro, I know what she did before. And it didn't bother me. Right. So why does it bother me now? Because the guy's gonna clown you. Oh, Sharpe a simp. Sharpe with such and such. Sharpe got an OnlyFans. Sharpe with a stripper. Okay, but you're not Sharpe. Yeah. But guess what? You're not Sharpe. Ain't nobody gonna see you walking into an event with her. So why you care? Yeah. If I walk in there with a donkey, and I got a diamond on a hoof, why you care? It ain't your donkey. Yeah. You got to be a very strong brother, man. You got to be a very, very secure brother to deal with certain types of women. That's just the nature of the beast. If my brother or my sister, my kid says something, first of all, I got to value your damn opinion before I give a F about what you think. Oh yeah. My brother, my sister, I value their opinion. My kids, I value their opinion. Now I've got to give this some thought because anytime everybody say, well, I don't care about the family. I'm with her. No, you're not. No, you're not. That's a package deal. You're with the family also. So if you think you're going to be able to live in harmony and she not go to her family, or well, you go to your family, I'm gonna go to my family.
Go to mine.
It ain't gonna last long.
Right.
It ain't gonna last long. So what somebody else says that doesn't pay any bills at my place, that don't do anything for me, why am I caring about what you think about my relationship? See, that's the people's problem. People spend so much time worrying about, and we spend so much time concerned about what people think. If you really understood how little people care about you, you wouldn't give a damn what they thought about you.
Yeah. Why
you care? Well, you see I don't care what he got on. I don't care what she got on. I don't care who she go with. I don't care who he go with. I don't care who he sleep with. I don't care what you go to bed as or you wake up with.
Right.
Doesn't bother me. It ain't with me. So why do I care, Ocho?
Yeah.
What somebody does, it don't take nothing out of my pocket. Man, you know such and such with old girl. I check my wallet. Well, I ain't missing no money. My credit card's still here, so why I give her? It doesn't bother me, Ocho. It really doesn't.
You're right. I mean, but everybody's different. I mean, your mentality, the way you think, obviously, the way I think, I'm one who never cares. I don't care what you've done in the past. If I like you, I like you. It just, I mean, everybody.
You know what?
They operate different ways.
When you were a kid, Ocho, you remember like how I used to. My grandmother used to get very upset. She said, "Boy, what I tell you about talking behind somebody?" And for the longest time, talking behind somebody, repeating what you heard somebody say.
Oh, okay. I like that.
She would slap you. Hey, what that got to do with you? That ain't got nothing to do with you.
Right.
You worry about what goes on Route 4. You know you're in the country. Our address back then was Route 4, Box 385. Not P.O. Box, not 1757, Route 4. You know you country. You know you in rural Georgia when you hear Route 4, Box 385.
Right.
My grandmother kept everything what we did confined to those cinder block walls. That's what we worried about. Right. And so now that's why I don't gossip, because I don't care. That ain't got nothing to do with what they got going on in their house. Ain't got nothing to do with me. So why do I care, Ocho? Why do I care? Why do I care? Man, you know old boy. Man, you know old boy. He would know who you with. Man, she loose, man. She done been about 15 guys in the NBA. So you mad because you ain't one of them guys. See, body count only matter to the guy that ain't part of the body.
And listen, I hate that body count topic because I'm trying to figure out, hey, when you eat your food, you like it seasoned, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you told me you don't like a little too seasoned.
I just want a little salt and pepper. Now don't be adding too much now, because sometimes they put olive oil and they put all kind of stuff. They done doused it down.
Paprika.
I can't even taste the meat. They got too much seasoning on it. I mean, damn, I do want to taste what I'm eating, though, Joe.
Man, listen. It's again, you cut from a different cloth. I'm cut from a different cloth. I don't care about your pay. I don't care nothing about that, man. I don't care nothing about it. It's just different. It depends on the dude.
But you know what it is? It's mainly guys. Because guys like to think only women got pass. Like, I ain't got no pass. Like, man, I ain't do nothing. You my first, I'm a virgin. Until I met you, I was a virgin. And guys really try to sell that. I'm like, bro.
Yeah, they do.
Really?
They do. Listen, the fact that men think, or they always want beautiful, fine women and think they have no past is beyond me.
Yeah,
it's beyond me.
Yes!
Everybody has a past before you came along. It's just,
so you think you the only dude that she ever contacted that had money, and a lot of the dudes that she got more bread than you.
Oh yeah.
Because that's the thing about LA. You don't know what your competition is. It could be an NBA player. It could be an NFL player. It could be an MLB. It could be an actor. Yeah. It could be a producer. It could be a director. It could be, you don't know.
Yeah. And you know what the funny thing is? The percentage of those that really got it, of men that really got it, get to pick and choose who they want to deal with.
Yes.
They get to pick and choose. They look, pick and choose. And the women, they know you're not going to play no games. You're not going to play no games.
Mm-mm.
There's
Come on with it now.
There's certain people you can play with, and there's certain people you can't.
Yeah, I'm way too big of a cat to be played with like a kid. Hey, come on with it now. Come on with it. Let's put the cards on the table. What we doing here? What we doing here, Ocho? Hey.
Yeah, listen, it's hard to compete when you're dealing with a man that could buy your house and car and change your life with one check now.
Hey.
Listen,
dude,
it's hard to compete.
Hey.
When you dealing with men that could change your life with one check.
Hey. I heard a dude once say, hey, he say, Sharpe, check this out. If you want to keep up with me, don't bring your track shoes, bring your checkbook. I say, bro, I can't do nothing with you. Hey, she yours. Take her away. I can't do nothing with that. You talk about if I want to keep up with you, don't bring track shoes, bring a checkbook. Bro, I can't compete with that.
I'm good. Good. Man, and women need to understand. One of the things that women love to do, I love when they say this. Oh, I'm gonna get me a man with a bigger bag. Oh, he got more money than my ex. Yeah. You wanna how about let's open your eyes. What come with that? What come with the territory?
He has a certain expectation level.
Yeah. And you ain't the only man. No, let me, you know what? That ain't this type of show.
That ain't for us to discuss. Y'all figure it out on your own time. By the manual. Unc and Ocho manual, dating, life choices and decisions will hit the bookstores in early spring of 24. Ocho, check this out. Tupac prison photo and booking ID is up for sale. Do you collect anything, and would you buy this?
Let me see. Do I collect anything? Listen, I don't really collect anything, and I
Checks.
think that's that's a good one. Checks. But honestly, I have a problem, and I'm glad you asked me that, because
what is it? What's your problem?
After playing football all these years, do you know I have no memorabilia?
Really?
Man, I know I play a lot. I know I make jokes. I'm a right hand of God. On my mama, rest in peace. On Paula Johnson, I ain't got no memorabilia.
I hate that.
It's like once I finish playing the game, it's like the game is gone, I'm gone. I'm just living life. I ain't got no football. I ain't got no touchdown. I ain't got no jersey.
Well, I kept a lot of my touch. I kept a lot of touchdown balls and stuff like that. But I just hate that. You go to the Pro Bowl and there's Joe Montana and there's Dan Marino and there's Jerry Rice and there's all these historically great players, and I ain't got nothing.
Yeah.
I didn't because the thing was, I hated bothering them. The only time is that, like, when I would take my sister somewhere, and it would be someone, and I would walk up to him and say, "Hey," I'll always introduce myself. I don't care who it is. I'll always say, "Hey, I'm Shannon Sharpe." And they're like, I know who you are, but Ocho, I'm not arrogant enough to think everybody knows who I am. So it doesn't matter. If I'm in a store, if I'm in Target, it doesn't matter. Hey, I'm Shannon Sharpe. This is my daughter, blah, blah, blah. This is my sister. You mind taking a picture with my sister? Because I know everybody, I know everybody doesn't like to take pictures. So I come to them in a very respectful, what bothers me? Hey, Shannon Sharpe, you going to take a picture with me? Oh, Shannon, you going to sign my autograph? Bro. How about, hey, bro, you mind taking a picture with me? You mind taking a picture with my son? You mind taking a picture with my
But they be excited to see you, though.
Ocho, you ain't gonna be that excited and say, hey, man, can you take a picture with me? I really appreciate that. How you gonna tell somebody what they gonna do?
Right. It's out of excitement.
You tell your kid, I don't know how you did it. I used to tell my kids, hey, go get me that. Hey, go get this. I'm a grown ass man. How you gonna tell me what I'm gonna do?
Right.
But you know what I do? I have a collection of money. I have every denomination, every printed, from a dollar bill all the way to a $10,000 bill.
Right.
So they used to, they used to print money $1,000, $5,000, $10,000. The highest denomination is $100,000. They're no longer in circulation. Most of them are in the Smithsonian, but they might be a few that's in the private collector's hand. So that's what I started doing. I have some gold certificates, which means that if it was a gold certificate, when you redeemed it, they had to give you gold. Or silver certificates meant they had to give you silver. So I have all the way from have a couple of gold certificates, silver certificates, but every denomination, 1, 2, 5, 10, 20, 50, 100, 5,000, 500, all the way to 10,000.
Well, you know what?
I have gold coins. I have gold coins, bullion, gold bricks, silver bricks. It's in the safe deposit box. They ain't hit that. So I don't keep that at home. I ain't gonna even chance that.
So if I was to collect something, give me an idea on a hobby I can start and be a collector.
What do you like?
I like gaming. I like soccer. I like gaming, soccer, and boxing and tennis.
Well, if I would say probably try to get some Floyd Mayweather gloves or some Muhammad Ali gloves or some Sugar Ray Leonard gloves, some trunks. Memorabilia is high.
Right.
Memorabilia. A guy just sold a Kobe Bryant jersey for $8 million. Rest his soul, Kobe. The Jordan game worn shoes went for like $7-8 million.
Damn.
That's the price is skyrocketed. Cards. And you start getting one-on-one. You start getting one-on-one where they print one card and they give one to the individual, like a LeBron or a Tom Brady.
Right.
It all depends. A lot of kids started collecting cards when they were young, and so now they, all opening bubblegum cards. And so you hope to get something, and you didn't know what was valuable today. You didn't know it was going to be valuable 25, 30 years ago, because a lot of the old cards. My aunt's boyfriend had the Road Runners and had Cudas and had 70 Chevelle, LS6, with the bucket seats, the Kyle induction, and the glide shift, or the truck with the slapstick on the steering wheel. You didn't know that stuff back then was going to be what it's worth today, Ocho. And then if you did, you still didn't have, because you needed money. You couldn't store what? But the table that we had in the house had phone books holding it up because one of the legs done broke. So you think we gonna be able to sit on something when the coffee table got 3 phone books up on it and a couple of Sears and Roebuck books to hold the coffee table, the end table up. So it was, you didn't have no thing. Old video games, they're crazy. I mean, come on, Ocho. I mean, you talk about FIFA. You talk about getting some of those old games with the Atari cartridges.
I got all that, but I don't consider that being collector's items. It's just the fact that I'm graduating to the new system as it go. You know what I did collect? I don't know if this counts. Garbage Pail Kids.
I don't know what them is.
Garbage Pail Kids, the cards. Garbage Pail Kids. You remember that? Okay, all right. Yeah, you got to do your homework on Garbage Pail Kids.
In early August, an unopened copy of Super Mario Brothers, released in 1985, was sold for $2 million. Is that collectible enough for you?
$2 million for an unopened Mario Kart?
Yeah. You got one of those?
Nah, I still got 1985. That would have been what console was out? I wonder what console was out in 87.
Atari.
Yeah, I remember my Atari. I had Qbert. You remember Qbert?
I do remember it. I was really never the biggest gamer.
No.
No. Ocho, man. I mean, Ocho, you got to understand, bro. Look, my mom got us. For the most part, I had a handheld football game, but that was it. But for the most part, we didn't have money like that. We got clothes. Most of the time, we got clothes. My mom got us clothes. Got a Mickey Mouse watch. I got a Walkman. She got me some Air Jordans, stuff like that. But
okay.
We got what we can get, and so now, and most of the time, I just take the money. Give me $50. Give me $50. I buy what I want.
Yeah.
Or I did get a bike now. Now my grandparents, my dad's mom and dad would get me a bike. I got a bike damn near every year.
Whoa. You can't just have any kind of bike. What kind of bike you had?
I had a 10-speed. But you know what happened to my bike? I probably had, from the time I was about 6 to the time I was about 11 or 12, I probably had 10 bikes.
Well, you ain't had no mongoose though. You had a mongoose with the pegs?
No, I ain't had no chopper. No. But we tell you what we did do. We cut them straws and put them in the spokes.
In the spokes?
Or we put that tinfoil in there. We had them tinfoil. But my grandfather backed over. I forget the bike, you know what I'm saying? I forget the bike and leave behind the car, and he back out and destroy it. He did like 4 or 5 of them like that.
That's classic. That's throwback, man. That's good memories.
Let me ask you a question, Ocho. What is the worst Halloween candy ever created?
Black licorice. That's easy.
Nah, I got something worse than black licorice.
No, listen, there's nothing on God's green earth that's worse than black licorice.
Candy corn. That wax. That ain't
you don't like candy corn?
if I get a glass and melt 15 like 100 candy corns, that ain't nothing but a candle.
You
Now I
don't
get
like
me a wick, that ain't nothing but a candle.
You don't like candy corn?
I don't like candy corn, Three Musketeers, or Milky Way.
You know what? You tripping.
Nope.
You tripping. Candy corn, listen, this is my time of year. I'm not a big holiday person. But Halloween, candy corn. That's all I care about.
Old people in the South ain't let you, old black people in the South ain't let you celebrate like that. That's the devil's holiday. You wasn't putting the dress up on all kind of high with that day. I don't know where y'all do that at.
Wait, you don't dress up for Halloween?
As I got older,
right?
Man, do you understand, Ocho? I remember when it would start thundering and lightning.
Right.
We had to sit down. We couldn't talk. We had to turn off all the everything. We had to turn it off. We had to unplug everything. We had to put a sheet over the mirrors because the old people believed the spirits would come out of the mirrors. So we had to cover them so they couldn't come out. And you had to sit there. You had to take the phone off the hook. My grandma didn't play that. My grandma would light your ass up. You do all that talking and key. My grandma, Mary Porter ain't play that. No, sir. She said God working.
Yeah.
Sit down and let him work. Be quiet.
Right.
Oh, that's what he doing? No. Hey, we had to do all that. Everything that was plugged into the wall had to be unplugged the moment it started thundering and lightning. You had to sit down and be quiet. You had to cover the mirrors, and you took the phone off the hook. You were not going to be talking on that phone when it's thundering and lightning, not in Mary Porter's house.
Well, that's tough there, boy. That's tough. Yeah, that's tough.
We're going to put up a poll, Ocho. We're going to say which is worse, candy corn or
black licorice. And I guarantee you, everybody going to say black licorice.
Candy corn. Ocho, candy corn ain't number one.
Candy corn is good, man.
Candy corn ain't good.
You tripping.
It ain't good.
Trust me, you tripping.
Nope.
Black licorice. You know what black licorice tastes like?
Yeah, out of that licorice. I mean, I'm more of a Twizzler than a licorice. The true sense of the string. I'm assuming you're talking about the string licorice.
Yes, that black. Yes.
No, I'm not big into that either. But this weekend, black licorice is winning by a landslide. I don't know where y'all from.
Thank you. I told you. Boy, that black licorice, boy, I don't even know how to justify or explain what it tastes like. That's how bad it is. I can't even think of a word.
Please click that subscribe button. You'll help Unc and Ocho out a lot. Y'all crazy. I don't know what y'all thinking. Over the weekend, I don't know if you read this story. Jewelry was reportedly stolen from the Colorado Buffaloes locker room at UCLA. Colorado players returned to their locker room on Saturday night to find some of their jewelry stolen. Darius Sanders said coaches and support staff also discovered items were missing. He said he had money gone from his bag. Pasadena police are investigating.
Ain't nothing but an inside job, man.
Yeah.
You know the type of security.
Why y'all steal from kids? Y'all steal from kids? I mean, you got to be a low mofo to steal from a kid.
And this inside job, man. Come on now. We talk about.
And ain't nobody. You ain't got no cameras. You mean to tell me this UCLA and y'all ain't got no cameras?
My point exactly. How you know it's an inside job. You know who's coming in town. You know. Listen. All of a sudden, there haven't been any incidents, but all of a sudden, when the Buffaloes come in town to play, and the kids have their little jewelry, being flashy and whatnot. All of a sudden, now stuff is coming up missing. Right. Inside job. So somebody that works there knew what was going on, had access to the guy. You know how difficult it is to get in a college locker room?
Yeah. Unless you got credentials. Normally they make you wear credentials.
My point exactly. And you got to go through so much security to even get to that point, especially into the damn locker room. Inside job.
That's just a bad. I mean, come on, man. You don't steal from kids. I mean, you don't steal anyway. I've never, Now,
whoa!
My granny was different. My sister, man, you know what, Ocho? Let me tell you this.
You ain't never stole nothing?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I got one of the worst beatings of my life.
What you took?
I was in the first grade, and I had a crush on this girl.
Yeah.
So been watching TV in the stories. What they give somebody they got a crush on? A ring.
A ring.
You know what? My sister got a couple of rings from Avon. She ain't been wearing them. She ain't wearing this one, so she ain't gonna even know I got it. I swiped the ring off her dresser, put it in my pocket. How about the day I steal the damn ring? She want to wear the ring.
Ooh.
Shannon, where my ring? Ain't nobody got your ring. Papa, Shannon got my ring. Boy, what's in your pocket? It's in his pocket, Papa. Ain't nothing. It's my fire truck. That's my fire truck in my pocket, Papa. Boy, come here. I go in my pocket. I show it. Boy, I say, so now, I got to try to make an excuse. See, right. Papa, see. He said, let me see what type of ass you got. Bop, 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 bop. My sister died me out. I was gonna be, I'm about to get married in the first grade.
Right. Well, hey, I bet you remember her name?
Yeah, I remember her name.
What's her name?
I ain't gonna tell you. That I'm assuming, because I think at one point in time she was married. She still might be married. So, man, Ocho, I want people to go on, because you know how it is. First of all, Ocho.
Right.
Now, I mentioned somebody's name.
Uh-huh.
They married.
Right.
All of a sudden, it get back to their husband that they're with.
Right.
Oh, you with Shannon Sharpe? You never mentioned that.
Now, man, this first grade though.
But I'm saying, if I were to mention some people from high school or from college or early in my career, that's a different ball game. But right. I'm gonna let everybody have their anonymity. I'm gonna let everybody have their be anonymous.
Okay.
And we're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it going.
I understand. I like that. Matter of fact, I just thought about something. Did you see the news today?
What happened?
Man, Kim K and Skim is official. You dropped the ball.
I ain't know what but hook it up.
Yeah,
hook it up.
Oh no, now now it's hook it up now. I told you, man. I told you she made a statement. What you doing?
Ocho, I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't know I didn't know there were skims for me. I know guys in the NBA, they wear undergarments. They wear stuff, they wear pads, thigh pads, because you can see them like when they fall or something.
Man, she got all that.
Yeah.
All that, man. Do you understand what type of business move that? That's a chess move, man.
Oh, yeah. But Ocho, you know what? I think I would like to sit down with her and
there we go.
Chris.
Now we getting somewhere.
No. I want to talk business.
I can make the call now.
I'm trying to talk business.
I'm talking about business too. I can make the call.
Man, people in this chat talk about what happened in the viral video. It was February.
What happened?
And I got a dog. And the dog was from overseas. And here's the thing, Ocho. So
you bought a dog from overseas?
I did, because the dog was beautiful, and I wanted one to look like this. And I named him. I call him Teddy. We call him Teddy Bear because he looks like a teddy bear.
A chow chow.
No, he's a Pom. He's a Pomeranian.
You went way overseas to get a Pomeranian. I could have got one from my homeboy in Liberty City.
The lady brought him from overseas. Yes, he came out of a country. So I had to, just what I had to do. I had to pay a lady to leave her country, fly to another country, pick the dog up, fly to LA, drop the dog off just long enough, and then get back. So what happened was, and I didn't tell anybody, only like a handful of people knew I was actually getting the dog.
Right.
My executive assistant, my sister. That was it. Nobody else knew I was getting the dog. I didn't tell anybody. So I'm in the international side. Mm-hmm. So the way I look at it, I'm responsible for this lady until she gets back through security.
Right.
So the dog cost me a lot of money, because not only did I have to pay for the dogs, I had to pay. Yeah.
Wait a minute. How much the dog cost?
10.
10 what?
Bands.
10 bands. What bands mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what band. 10 bands.
Well, I'll put it to you like this: it's a rack. A band is 1,000. A rack is 10,000. So it costs a rack.
Man, you paid 10,000 for a dog?
Yeah.
10,000 American dollars?
America.
Come on, man. Unc, man, I could have got you a palm out the city, man, for 300.
No, hell no. So check this out. So the way I had to communicate, I had to get this app, because she didn't speak English. So I had to get an app that we could communicate and how we was gonna go. I would send her half the money, and when the lady came, dropped the dog off, I would give them the other half. And so now I'm giving this lady a 5,000 American dollars. So now she's got to get back. So because here's the thing, Ocho, she went from her country to another country to LA, dropped the dog off to me, gonna go back through security, get back on a plane, and fly to her native country. Right. So now, because now I got to pay for all that. All that's coming out of my pocket. Now, the guy, I don't realize, I was like, damn, that every time I look, the guy has his phone pointed towards me. So I'm like, nah, I mean, come on, bro. I'm international. Nobody knows I'm over here. And I thought so now I'm like, I don't see the lady. Right. We walk right past each other because the lady that I was talking to on the phone is not the lady that's delivering the dog.
Oh, okay.
So now I'm asking, I'm like, okay, so now, but I have a number and I'm texting. I say, well, I don't see you. She says, well, I'm right here in front of such and such. I was like, okay, well, I just passed you. Right. I walk back up, I meet her. I say, well, let's go into the corner because we're right now, not everybody's coming out. Everybody's coming out of this area. Mm-hmm. I said, if you don't mind, I like to go over here and do the business. She's like, okay, sure, no problem. And he captured this, I'm giving her the money. Right. And now as I'm walking back, I make sure she goes through that. She's getting back. She's going to be able to go back through security and go over where she's going. And the dude, I'm like, then I realized it. I kind of realized it when I'm walking over there. I was like, damn, dude got the camera on me for real. Right. I said, I think he's recording it. I really do. I really think he's recording me. But I was like, okay, I'm going to play it cool. So once I give her the money, get the dog, as you can see, I'm walking through the airport. I got the dog in my hand. I'm whistling. And I turned. I'm like, bro, really? He's like,
that's the video. Yes, I know. I remember that video. Yeah.
I say, why? He's like, why not? I'm like, bro, you a creep. Yeah. But he's like, bro, because Ocho, I mean, the lady, $5,000 in cash. Somebody see me get that, bro. Come on, man. They're gonna do something to that lady before she get back through security, and then what?
Right. I'm trying to help me wrap my head around this, man. I'm really, really very conscious on my financial decisions. Yeah. I'm trying to understand. You paying $10,000 for a dog. You feel me? Mm-hmm. And you still got to get shots, right? Yes. And you gotta go to the doctor. You gotta feed him. You gotta get food for him.
Yes. And the smaller the dog is gonna live longer, so it's gonna cost you more with vet bills and food. But go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just trying to understand the thought process on with everything you have going on, and adding an added expense on top of what you already have going on in life. I just don't think that was a wise decision. It was $10,000 for a dog. You could have went to the Humane Society and adopted a dog for $50 to $100. Yeah, $10,000 for a dog. Like, let's think about that.
I do.
And I need us from this point on, being that now we are a pair. You need to run things by me before you make those type of decisions where you paying that kind of money for anything.
And I think what?
It'd be best to let me know before you make any unjust purchases like that again.
I've had
a dog.
I've had a dog every year. A pet. I shouldn't say a dog. A pet. A dog is something but I've had a pet every year since 1992. The one thing that my financial people never questioned me about, this is the guy. This is Teddy Bear.
Hey, he don't talk? Can he do it? Can he do a trick for $10,000? That motherfucker better be able to do something. Tell him to sit up.
Ocho. I remember when I first moved out here.
Yes, sir.
I left the dog and my significant other in Atlanta. So that was 2016. And so
yes, sir.
I would go home once a month. She would come out here once a month.
Mm-hmm.
And I just got to the point. I was like, look, quit your job, move out here. If you can't find another job, I got you.
Damn. Okay, I like it. I like it.
Her job was able to transfer her, and she was able to get out here. But still, she got out here, and the dogs didn't come immediately. I had to go back and get the dogs.
Right.
But they wouldn't let me. I had a big dog at the time, Tonka.
Wait, what kind of dog you got?
I had a bull mastiff.
Ooh, them boys.
It was the dead of the summer, so they wanted to fly. They wanted to fly from Atlanta to Detroit.
Right.
Detroit to Texas on to LA. I was like, oh no. So I rented a private jet to go get me and the dogs. We flew on a private jet, me and 3 dogs.
Boy, you got money, boy. You got money.
Ocho.
Teddy, can he do a trick? See if he can see if he stand up.
He said, my trick is this right here. Say, oh, not cute, how adorable.
Teddy.
He said, first of all, he like, Daddy, it's my bedtime. He said, and Jordan, he came and woke me up out of my bed. He said,
10,000.
Ocho, the one thing my financial guys, my financial people never question me about. If I say I'm going to get a dog,
they
says okay.
Nah,
that's the only thing.
Well, you need to.
When I say I need to do something for my kids, I need to do something for my family.
Oh, for the kids,
okay. This
for
is
the
okay.
kids, yeah.
But when it comes to the dogs,
you know what? I think I'm gonna submit my resume to be your financial advisor from this point forth.
Ocho,
private jet.
Ocho,
$10,000 dog.
I work because I want to, not because I have to.
Well, we in the same boat.
See, exactly.
We in the same
Ocho,
boat,
Ocho, I am not gonna work the hardest and enjoy the least of my money.
Right.
What sense did that? Think about what you're asking me to do. Shannon, develop all these shows. Shannon, you've had both hips replaced. You've had a fractured eye socket, a dislocated elbow, a broken collarbone, knee surgeries on both knees and both ankles.
God damn.
Yes. And so now, and I'm working. I work Sunday, Monday, twice on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursdays. And you say, well, you know what, Shannon, you do okay for yourself. But Shannon, don't spend no money. Don't enjoy yourself. Okay, see, while you go on vacation, my dogs. That's my vacation. That's my enjoyment.
Okay.
You bought Sherelle that Birkin bag. See, I bought myself a Pomeranian. You bought Rail a new car. I went and bought myself a Borbo. We got different things. We like different things, Ocho.
That's two different dynamics altogether. $10,000 for a dog. Yes. For a dog.
See, only a person that owns a pet could possibly understand. Some things, and you know what? I lost the dog, and I did a Facebook story. Some things can only be seen through the eyes that have cried.
I understand what you're saying, but $10,000 is still $10,000 when there are dogs that need to be rescued.
Let me ask you a question.
They got beautiful dogs all over the place.
When you bought Rail that car, did it come with a driver?
Which car? The Maybach?
Yeah. Did it come with a driver?
Nah. Yeah, she's the driver, not me.
Exactly. When you buy those expensive purses, do it come with money inside of it?
No, she put her own in there though.
No. But you bought them. You see, we just spend our money on different things, Ocho.
And that's different though, man.
No, it's not different.
I'm trying to help you. You gotta understand that's an investment. When you see me buying stuff, that's an investment.
A Maybach is not an investment. A car is a depreciating asset.
No. The person I'm investing in is the investment. Stay with me now.
What you think
I'm investing in is the investment.
I'm investing in the dogs because I'm investing in my happiness. You see, your happiness is one place, my happiness is another place.
No. This not what we're gonna do. You can't allow and put that kind of pressure on the dog to make you happy. The happiness comes from within. That comes from within.
I know, but I'm saying,
okay.
Listen, happiness is not something that you find. Happiness is something that you create.
Yeah.
I've created happiness through you just said You just said it was a different kind of happiness buying the car for Sherelle or buying the bags. I said
it was an investment.
Okay.
And I'm getting a return on that investment.
I'm getting a return on mine. You don't think a lot of times, Ocho, what you think when I come home and to hear all those, as soon as I click the alarm on my car, or they hear me back up and close the door and they start barking. And when I get to the door, I got three right there in the door to greet me.
Okay. Listen. I'm gonna let you slide with this one, but still $10,000 American dollars.
Ocho, think about what you do with your time. You spend your time playing video games.
Yes.
I spend my time developing shows to put on television. Now who's doing what? I'm spending my time trying to make money. So how much money you making playing video games?
My money making money. No. Hold on. I'm just wait. Hold on. Stay with me now. I own 3 McDonald's franchises.
I'm asking you
my money's making money.
Why are you playing video games?
I make money on Twitch.
So what you think you doing right now? What we doing right now?
We making money.
Okay, then.
we making money.
Okay. Yeah. And so how do you think I came with this idea? What you thought I was doing?
You're right. Hey, listen, let me tell you something. You picked the right one too now. Picked the right one too.
When I got in touch with Doug.
Yeah.
I said, Doug, I got this idea.
Yeah.
I said, let me run this by you.
Yeah.
You say, well, Doug said, well, he in town right now. I said, well, can we do lunch?
We got the lunch. And look where we at now.
Exactly.
We on the way.
So why you
we like the Jeffersons now. We moving on up.
So you think I just be sitting around, but when I'm with the dogs, I'm quiet.
That's your happy
I'm
place.
Thinking,
I got you.
I'm like, okay.
That's your happy place. I got you.
Let me get creative and try to create something that's different. Who else doing what we doing? Now, eventually people will follow.
Right.
You know that's going to happen, right?
Yes, sir. Well, listen, it's one thing about it. These are shoes that ain't nobody else going to be able to fill now.
But we started this.
Okay. Wait, speaking of starting stuff.
Yeah.
When you going to get me on First Take, man?
Oh, Lord have mercy.
You talk about let you get in the dough, you get your foot in the dough and hosting and doing all this. I done seen you on there. I'm like, man, what's going on?
Right now is not a good time.
Damn, what happened, cuz?
Right now is just not a good time. I need to, figure some things out. Right. Stephen A. is gonna probably give me another opportunity to host.
Right.
And after I get me like 2 hosting gigs up under my belt, I'm like branch out. Because you can't ask for too much. I just got on the job. Ocho.
Man.
I don't know. See, you hadn't been in a normal workplace in a while. Normally when you get when you get a new job, you don't get insurance for the first 6 months. You got me on the job. You trying to get insurance. You want insurance. You want to be totally covered the first day you walk in the door. So in other words, you want me to just get in there and just get.
I don't even need insurance. I just need you to understand I'm not going to let you down. Remember when you said you gave me this opportunity to do this show, right?
Yeah.
You see what happened?
Ocho.
Stay with me now. You see what happened when you paired us together? Now, what you think going to happen when you give me the opportunity to come on First Take? I'm going to show up to the party. I'm going to have on a good suit. I'm going to cut my hair.
Ocho, you do understand that when you go on those shows on television, you have to have strong takes.
I got strong takes.
Well, when you gonna give us some? Okay, guess what? I'm glad you said that. On Thursday, I'm looking forward to next Sunday night because we're gonna have some games. We got the Cowboys, Eagles. We got we got Kansas City at Miami. We got like 7 to 8 games.
Right.
Give me those takes on Sunday, and then I'm gonna see what I can speed that process.
Let me tell you, and I think we have misconstrued the definition of having a strong take with having to be very analytical and critical of someone. That ain't a strong take. A strong take is me telling you how I feel. That's a strong take.
Ocho.
In my belief, my opinion, that's a strong take. Well, not agreeing with what you say.
Ocho. No, but I'm saying they can get somebody off the street to do that. If that so you know.
No, they can't. 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 No, they can't.
Yes, they can.
Yes, they
can.
Yes, they can.
Yes, they can.
No, they can't.
Well, I tell you what, Ocho.
Get me on first take.
All I'm saying is this: is that read the comments when we talk about games.
Hey, didn't you? Hey, the opinion of I'm
saying because what you're doing, Ocho. If somebody doesn't play
some
well,
people
it's okay
are so
for you to say, Ocho.
Some people are so fascinated.
Well. It's okay. It's okay if somebody doesn't play well. Everybody doesn't play well. Everybody is not good, and it's okay for you to say that, Ocho. That's all.
It's the NFL. Everybody is good. They're good. They're good. They might not be playing up to the standards that they like.
That. That's what they want to hear you say. You refuse to say that.
I do say that.
No, you don't. No, you don't. No,
I do.
No. See, your thing, Ocho. See, your thing is when they see you out. Oh, Ocho, man, I appreciate you.
When who see me out? I don't go nowhere.
The guys gonna see you out. They got your number, and that's fine. But I'm saying, Ocho, at the end of the day, it's okay for say, you know what, Johnny Matchbook didn't play well today. I know he can play better because his body of work has shown me that he can play it better. But today he didn't play well. You refuse to say that.
I did. I said that a few times. When someone doesn't play well, I say, you know what, he didn't play well today.
Really, Ocho?
So and so didn't play well today.
Okay, you know I'm gonna be listening. Hey, you heard that? How many we got on live right now, Ash? We got 14,000. 14,000. Y'all heard him now. Y'all heard it. He said Sunday. Yeah, we got 14,000. We probably would have had more had the Lakers. The Lakers have been on. Hey, guys, is the Lakers game over with? I know they was winning starting the fourth, 81-80.
Damn, man, that's crazy, man. Unbelievable. I've never 14,000.
Well, our goal is to get to like 100. It's 3 minutes left in the fourth, and the Lakers are down 96-100.
Who they playing?
Orlando.
Hey, what my dog doing, man?
Who?
What Anthony Davis doing?
AD got 24 points, 17 rebounds.
Woo! LeBron out there cooking?
Nah, he's 6-15. He got 16 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists.
I told you about it. I told you about that time I beat LeBron 1-on-1.
5-6. The Magic got 6 players in double figures. The Lakers have 2, 3, 4 guys in double figures.
I think James Harden might end up over there in LA.
You think so?
Yeah, I talked to Rob Pelinka.
Oh Lord have mercy.
You know, me and Pelinka go way back now.
Blinko, you talk about the game that they play on
Price? No, I'm talking about Rob Pelinka, Jenny Bus. Yeah,
see, I know you don't know her because the name Jeannie, not Jenny, but okay.
I say Jenny.
That's her sister.
I say Jenny. Jenny Bus.
No, it's Jeannie.
I ain't listen. I'm from Miami, man. It's Jenny.
No, Jenny is Jenny Taft. Jeannie is Jeannie Bus.
My bad. I'm sorry. My bad.
But see, Ocho, once you get, if you ever were to get a pet, you know what I really want for a pet?
I've had pets.
If I could have any pet, what pet do you think? If I could have any pet, what pet do you think I would have?
You?
Mm-hmm. If I could have any pet,
right? I think you would have. Well, you got the kind of dogs you want.
Yeah.
But maybe a horse or something. Horses.
No, hell no.
Are you from the country? Y'all like horses?
They eat too much.
Man, you got 3 dogs and you talk about horses eat too much.
Man, do you know how much hay? If you don't have acres of land so they can graze and you still got to give them hay, you still got to give them sweet feed the vet bill.
You see how you have a better understanding of money and what something gonna cost when it comes to horses, but you don't have that when you come to dogs?
But Ocho, you just said I was on a farm. So you know I know the expenses between a horse, a cow, a pig, chicken, and dogs.
Yes, it's about the same.
No, first of all, some people have an attachment to horses, but I'm not. But the dog, to be able to ride them in my car, what animal? If I could have any animal, and I've researched this, and that you can't have them in California.
Right? You can't have them in California.
You can't have them in California.
Oh, pit bull.
Nope.
I mean, there's no other animal that would really be dangerous to society that you couldn't have outside of a pit bull.
Raccoon.
How you can't have a raccoon in California and there raccoons all over the place? That makes no sense.
Because state of California say you can't have one of those as a pet. That's why.
Well, how you gonna domesticate a raccoon anyway?
Easy. People domesticate them all the time.
A raccoon?
Yes, you get them as a baby. Yeah, squirrel.
Oh, okay. Get him as a baby. Okay, I understand. I understand. Well, why not a possum?
I mean, possum. I don't have a problem with a possum. They keep down ticks. They eat insects.
Yeah.
They don't carry rabies.
I like that's different. That's different.
Bro, you have to understand. When I say I was, a lot of people say, "Oh, I grew up." No. I was raised on the farm, so I know about animals. I know about chickens. I know about different type of cattle and different kinds of pigs.
Right.
My grandpa, once my grandfather started getting sick, he had hogs. He had 6. Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
We had hogs. I mean, we had a Hampshire male named Sonny, probably weighed about 500 pounds. We had a Duroc male named Kelly. Duroc is red. We had a Yorkshire named Bill, Marvin, Kelly. So we had Sonny was huge. Sonny had tusks about this long. And my grandfather got rid of him because we were always around him. So me and my brother would let him out. We'd let him out the pen.
Yeah.
He could get out on his own anyway, because all he did was step on the fence and the fence would, and he'd come out. We'd open the gate, let him out. We ride him. We have him in the yard, walking him around like he was an actual dog.
Right.
But my grandfather got scared because, that the other kids, the grandkids that would come around, and they weren't familiar with him. And they see us doing things and would try to do it, and they're afraid he would hurt them. So
right.
We ended up getting rid of him, man. But I hated to see Sonny go.
Oh man. Oh.
But see, we grew up, had a cat. My grandmother found a cat. My grandma used to work at a nursing home, the very nursing home that she spent her final 2 years in. And she brought a cat home named the Tiger Gal. Man, that cat loved my grandma. Snakes, squirrels, rabbits, birds, frogs, lizards. She bring them alive.
Everything.
She would bring those animals. That's a gift. Cat, and set them right on the door, right in front of the house. So right in front of the door, when you open the screen door, you see a snake, you see a squirrel, you see a rabbit, you see a lizard, you see a bird right there.
But shit, you were goddamn National Geographic before National Geographic was them.
Yeah.
Shit, you had it going on.
Yeah. And plus, you have to understand, we had mice problems, and so the cat kept the mice away.
Yep.
Because if you have mice and you don't have cats, guess what you're gonna have in your house? Snakes. Because the snake's gonna come. The snake's gonna come get the mice.
Mice, yeah.
They're gonna come get them.
Right.
Now you can have something to deter them, or you can have mice in your closet.
Get rid of your problem.
You can have them on your screen. Because we used to have them trying to come in the house, and Granny's like, "Boy, snake trying to get in this house." Oh, that was me and my brother thing. We love to go get them.
Go get the snakes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we had something for them. I got this one, Spank.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was back in the days. Or foxes or things like that. Boy, something out there after my chickens. Grab the gun and we gone.
Well, y'all shooting the foxes?
Hell yeah, we shoot it. Look, anything that bothered my grandma chickens, they had to get it. My girl didn't play that. Even possums back then, raccoons, anything, hawks, blow them up.
Oh,
I'm sorry, Peter, but guess what? Granny chicken came before any animal. A fox, a possum, a raccoon, a hawk. Yep, tore their ass up. And I don't feel bad.
I'm in the city. I ain't had them problems.
Really?
I ain't had them problems. Nah, in the city. Listen, where I'm from, obviously I had raccoons. We had raccoons. We had opossums. That's about the extent. That's the extent of it right there. And obviously alligators were everywhere.
Yeah,
in Florida.
Yeah. You want to? No, I don't want no alligator. I don't want nothing that I don't want no gator.
Turn on you? Nah.
Yeah. I mean, I want some alligator. I got some alligator boots, but that's the only thing an alligator can do for me. Give me the skin off his back so I can have me some boots. and that tail, you know what I'm saying? You eat alligator, you eat the alligator tail, but that's about it. That's all I got for you, Ocho. But you need to get you a pet, though, Ocho. You need to get you a dog, man. Get real a Pomeranian.
No. I already told her. She asked about a dog. She had a Frenchie. She had a Frenchie. I made her get rid of it.
Why?
Shitting all over the place. Shitting
But
all
your
over the
house
place.
break it.
Shitting all over the place. It's an
Ocho.
added expense. It's an unnecessary expense. We travel too much. I'm working too much. I'm on
Take
the
the dog
go.
with you.
No, got time for all that, man. Got time for all that. We already got mouths to feed. Why we adding another mouth? Why we adding another expense? Hell no.
Well, you eat less. Dog eat what you don't eat.
Hey, man.
You eat less.
Listen, the
Man,
funny thing,
hey,
I
go ahead.
I grew up with dogs, man. I love it. I told you, you know, no jokes. I wanted to be a marine biologist. You know, I love killer whales, and I love dogs growing up. But just I think I got to a point where I couldn't deal with death. I never
Right.
forget. I couldn't deal with death no more. I had a Bajan Frizz that I lost, and when I
Bichon
lost
Frise?
it, yeah, Bajan Frizz.
Bichon.
And when I lost, his name was Studley. When I lost Studley, that was it. I can't take that hurt. I couldn't take that hurt no more. And I was done with animals. I was done with dogs.
Yeah. You know,
I
but
couldn't take it.
Bichon, a couple of has run the Westminster Dog Show.
Dog
which is
show,
the
yeah.
highest. You got the Westminster, you got Crust.
Mhm.
RJ. No, JR. JR was his name, not RJ. JR, just right.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah, I can't do it, man.
After
Which is
pitch.
what
I
that's
love dogs. I mean, if all things being equal, I would like to have a farm and have me like 10 dogs.
You ain't gonna be in LA doing that.
Nah, I'm gonna have to move. I'm gonna have to go a little further out. I'm gonna need some acres. I gotta have me like 3 big dogs and 7 little dogs.
If I was to do anything pertaining to pets, you know what? I would want horses because I can ride. I like
Come on,
horses.
boy, they eat your ass out of house.
Yeah, I know. But that would be my thing. That would be my thing. I remember Rick
You
Ross
know,
had
a good friend of mine is Bob Baffert
okay.
that trained the last 2
Yeah.
Triple Crown runners.
Yeah.
Justified
With
American Pharaoh. Yeah.
with the gray hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bob's a friend of mine. Yeah. They eat your ass out of house at home, Ocho.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
you
so
need
funny.
acres and acres for
Oh
them to
yeah.
graze, and it still require hay and sweet feed and vet bills. And I'm not talking about thoroughbreds. I'm not talking about what he has.
Just
I'm
regular.
talking about they just eat.
Yeah.
You talk about an animal that's over 1,000 pounds. Hell, if you talk about a dog that's 100+ pounds and he eating 3 times a day, how about you think something that's 10 times his size gonna eat?
I could imagine. Last year, Rick Ross had a car show, and I went to the car show. I showed up to the car show early, like 8 o'clock in the morning. Where you think I was at? You know, Ross got
I know he got that bull. He got that black Angus.
Buffalo, got that man. I'm out there riding the horses, man, about 7 hours straight. The car show going on at this time. Everybody out there having a good time. Everybody there partying. I'm riding up and down on the horse. I ain't care about nothing that was going on.
I mean, I like
the whole day.
We had a Shetland pony when I grew up.
Yeah.
I mean, I like them, but I just know the upkeep and the maintenance of them is something that I want. You need, I mean, in order to do like right, you're probably going to have, unless that's your full-time job, you're probably going to need to have hands, which is high.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
To take care of them.
In the area where I live in Miami, horses are over in that area all over the place. They have stables. It's a little bit out west, so it's pretty cool. Really good experience.
That was one of the things that I liked about being in Baltimore because you know they have the Preakness there, and everybody had these big old acres, and you see all these horses,
right?
It was like it was like unbelievable to see. But I don't want no horse. Hey guys, thank you for watching another episode of Nightcap. Please remember to click that subscribe button. The Lakers win. Click the subscribe button. Nightcap. I'm your favorite Unc, Shannon Sharpe. He's your favorite number 85, Bengals legend. We're out. Thanks for joining us tonight. See you again on Thursday.